Citizens of the Reject Nation, it's Christmas today?
It's Christmas today.
Is it today? I think.
Conceptually. Are they watching this at midnight? I don't know how they count it.
I don't understand.
Did you open presents? Did Santa come?
Merry Christmas!
Holly jolly.
Even if it's the day after Merry
We
Christmas.
don't even know. What's time?
What does it matter?
It's the season of giving.
Today is the day Jesus was born, scientifically speaking.
They woke up, he said, what up, Jesus?
Ladies and gentlemen, we don't know the episode title. That's how we've been going into these.
Is it about Jesus?
No. What if Jesus was in the MCU? You know what to do. Leave a like. That would be very much appreciated. Also, tell us in the comments. You've seen this episode before we have. What did you think about it? Did you like it? Where would you rank it? What is your what if Christmas scenario? Subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when our reaction for the next episodes up on the channel. We're powering through them. Thank you to Private Elements edit down these highlights. You guys don't deserve a day off. Thank you to all who have joined us on our Patreon page. You come in Super Sexy Rejects, or there you get the full-length reaction watch alongs where you sync up with your own copy of What If. And John and I cover several things over there exclusively with highlights and watch-alongs included. Koisin, you ready?
To all a good night.
Heroes plucked from across different realities.
Previously on.
Fate of all of them.
Season 1.
But you don't know her story.
Ooh.
From the daughter of a mad titan to the champion of a multiversal war
Oh, that's cool.
to becoming the hero of her story began in someone else's.
They're doing a continuation of us
Of an episode, Season 1. That's an interesting... All right.
A hidden sequel episode.
They're really being ambitious and bold with their formatting.
Yes, ambitious.
I'm going to call it ambitious.
With his home on the verge of destruction, Tony Stark, self-made Iron Man, made the ultimate hero's play.
That's a different universe. That's our universe.
Yeah,
That's
we've
not the
seen
What
this.
If universe.
But in this
What's about
universe,
to... Oh.
Tony never made it home.
Ah.
Oh, that's sad.
That is dark.
Oh, I thought they just killed him off.
Oh, he lands with the we're gonna meet Jeff Goldblum again.
Crap, I'm dead.
People at Sakar?
The Grandmaster.
Can't be heaven.
I think that's Sakar.
You're not God.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Uh-oh, fire. Topaz the foam.
Release the foam!
I think there was overkill with the foam. But look, he's still smoldering.
No, this is hell. I've gone to hell.
This is you. This is you. This is the guy. Mr. Metal Mojo Man is in the palace.
Oh, this is gonna be the Mad Max episode.
I think so.
Yes.
The defeater of Thanos. And provocateur with the facial hair. I like what you're doing with...
Defeater of Thanos.
You know, time works differently here. We've been talking about Mr. Metal Mojo Man's nuclear ride for days. Possibly Tin Man.
No.
Rocket Man.
Nope.
Mojo Man it is. Okay. The Mojo. I like that Metal Mojo because you do have...
Oh, we won. Good.
Oh, some good heart.
She's okay. She's okay. Okay.
Mojo.
Oh, I like that attention to detail there.
They gave him a moment. I like
Actually give some nuance.
You gotta stay and celebrate with us. It's my 21st
21st what?
birthday. But
Thanks, but I kind of put my party days behind me. So, spaceship, is it that way?
Whoever's playing Iron Man does a great job.
it. Really solid.
Will there be food?
Like I can hear where it's off, but they nail the type of tone and intonation.
Yeah,
the energy of Tony's
rhythm
there.
is there, yeah.
And that's more important than a sound alike.
celebrate two things, me and the Sakar Grand Prix.
I thought this was going to be Gamora's story.
Oh yeah. Maybe she wins the race?
Valkyrie.
Yeah.
That's it. And hang
Like Mario Kart.
on, jump the gun. Not yet, not yet.
It's fantastic.
Wait.
Oh my god. Korg.
Get out of here, you crazy kids.
Oh, I love the sound design.
That's just like a dog park.
Surprise, it's me. I didn't mean to spook you. Or did I? I did.
That must be him.
I think it's Jeff Goldblum, yeah.
Yep, you got it. Nailed it.
Yeah, well, this would be called
Formula
a
One.
chariot race.
Formula One.
This is intergalactic NASCAR.
Race cars are similar, but very different. Common mistake. Don't be embarrassed.
Whoa. Going all Zack Snyder on us. Damn, Grandmaster and Tony Stark interacting. Good call.
Delightful. That's what you use What If for, the things that we can never have. Woo! Cool.
It's like Ready Player One.
Yeah. Whoa. Offense. Someone with a celestial face. Celestials, but small.
Fitting in for who was that?
This is horrifying.
That old trick.
You look dazzled by her, Tony.
You're gonna miss the best part. Hey, throw the tin cans at her.
Oi, I'd like to see you all drive.
Isn't this a touch barbaric?
No, that's part of the joy of it. It's like a gladiator battle.
Are those hamsters?
Topaz chinchilla me. Calm your cheeks,
Chinchilla
Mojo.
me.
We used to throw rotten food, but given the recent famines leaving people, how do I put this?
Starving.
Peckish.
Peckish.
If you like my chinchillas, you're gonna love my champion.
Release the champion!
Oh, who's it gonna be?
Is it Korg?
What? Who is this?
This guy. There he is.
Fluffy!
It's actually a great shot.
Bro.
No!
Here's the best part.
Oh
So much for staying for one drink.
Oh, you're doing the thing. He's doing the thing.
no! I do miss the suit ups. Because now it's all like,
Why is it sticky?
Nanotech?
yeah, and it's all smooth and liquid, not suity. The Extremis era, not the same.
You need to think this through, Tony. Valkyrie do that? Gamora?
Yeah. It is supposed to be a Gamora story.
Yeah, it's Gamora.
Yeah. Does he build her a hot rod? Because Tony's whole thing was like hot rods and cars.
Gun alert.
Oh, because she's Thanos. She would be on Thanos' side after the events, so like this would be an actual fight.
Who are you?
Your death.
Thank you very, very much. You've ruined my birthday. That's sarcasm. The first part, not the second part.
Perfect.
I felt like Valkyrie is attracted to Gamora.
Oh. Woke.
Perk of having an arc reactor in your chest. Why are you trying to kill me?
Daughter of Thanos, the one burdened to bring balance to this universe.
Daughter of Thanos.
I mean, he doesn't know about Thanos yet, right?
Right, 'cause Avengers.
All right, ready to rock and roll? I had to say that at least once. Not you, Stabby.
He sensed it. Remember, he had that feeling, and we saw him turn around at the end of Avengers, but he didn't have a name for him.
All right, wait for my signal.
Say no more, bro.
I love that just made him a Hulk.
Oh, Tony, you blinked.
On no planet is that a signal.
Tony, I thought I saw your goatee twitch.
No.
Tony, you blinked.
She's got a gun.
You again. Would you glare your way out of that cell?
Oh, it'll take more than laser-proof glass to rob Thanos of his
Yep,
victory.
pick a new song.
The way they've edited, I can't tell if these guys recorded in the same booth or not because
Yeah.
they've edited them together really well, at least.
The comedic timing is real.
Yeah.
Did we date or something? What's your dad got against me?
You destroyed his Chitauri.
New York?
Yeah.
Your victory might have been glorious, but it will also be short.
People died. I lost a friend. Do you know what it's like to see your homeworld destroyed?
She knows. She knows. She knows.
Shit, more than most.
Almost brought to its knees
You're
by a madman?
You're saying all the things.
There won't be a next time.
He's talking to Terrence Howard.
Oh.
Next time, baby.
Mojo Man. He's not the hero we hoped. He's a very nasty, nasty man. Put down your dinner. I mean, that is, if you got food.
Is this Grandmaster guy as bad as my gut says he is?
Use me as a paperweight, just to have to sit on paper, which is my nemesis.
The running theme of Paper Rock.
And then I'm going after your dad. How did she get out?
Her story of Gamora is before her Avengers episode in season 1, right?
Yes, it'd have to be.
Look at this little thing. I think I'll name him Nikos, after my friend Jeffrey.
You're the Revengers.
You were in a death race. Care to explain?
I was going to win.
Sure you were. What happened to last year's winner?
Oh, he went to live on a farm with the other winners.
You want the thrill, to feel alive, so you can forget whatever mistake has you chasing that demon in a bottle.
Demon in the Bottle's the Iron Man story where he's an alcoholic.
Yeah.
It's clever.
Because we're gonna beat the Grandmaster at his own game. What do you say?
It is cool to hear Tony Stark say Demon in a Bottle. Thanks for that, Mark.
I'm seeing the character of just Tony Stark and not just like some what if cameo person.
Yeah.
Hey, don't try any silly stuff.
That is the silly stuff.
Yeah. More montages, building stuff.
We didn't get to see Valkyrie and Tony interact, huh? What's cool is that it does feel like they've brought Tony Stark to life.
Yeah.
You know? And I feel like I'm getting my wish fulfillment of Tony
having
and
Tony
Valkyrie.
again?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be here. You should be running.
Ever hear of campground rules? Always leave a place better than you found it.
But since it's animated and it's not Downey, it doesn't feel like it sacrifices our universes.
Yeah, exactly.
People, creatures, beings of Sakaar have seen enough insanity. Here's my offer. Me, you, one race. Winner takes the planet.
Mad Max.
I'm intrigued, but not sold.
You pick the chariots.
Sir, there's no reason to do
Hush
this.
up, don't be such a logic Linda.
Logic Linda.
If I win, I get that suit.
Deal.
You're racing too, Moppet of Thanos.
It's daughter of Theranos.
Daughter? Really? I'll stick to that story too.
They set this up as going to be the one part that's kind of lacking for me in this episode is they set up as like a Gamora origin of that version of her.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like that at all.
Well, I mean, that's the third act, I'm assuming, but definitely not what it's felt like.
Like I like the episode, but
It's
that
like an
is-
excuse
but it's like
to-
what a yeah, it's like a
Why-
weird
why
to
have
con-
that
to
in the
connect
opening?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, like what a roundabout way to just be like, and Iron Man landed here. Like, just do that.
Come to take this off me?
Depends. Still gonna kill me? That's what I thought. Here, let's keep in touch. Have a nice summer.
This is what I like.
I really feel like I'm watching Iron Man again. It's actually
really
pretty
fun
exciting.
to-
It's pretty
yeah.
exciting. Yeah.
For me. Wait for my cue. Go.
Cool.
Nice. Very Mad Max.
Use a little help.
The Doof Warrior.
Nice.
Cool. Korg is like the heart of the season.
He really is.
Yeah.
Oh, great tracking shot. Damn.
That's so much fun.
There's like a cool action shot in every episode.
Yeah, they
Like,
really
really
DP'd this season. It's actually got flavor.
Who are you? Because all I hear about is your father.
I'm a murderess.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was yesterday. What about today? What about right now?
It's a great question. Okay, so they are tying it in, Koi.
Okay, it's coming back. I told you, third act. Here we are.
Ah!
Rainbow Road.
Celestial's mouth, tongue.
Ouchie.
What is this tire? The tire's the chariot?
Yeah.
This makes no sense. How do you see?
Oh, you're alive. Never been happier. Oh, hold up there, Lady Grinch. Could use a little help.
Hold up there, Lady Grinch. How does he see?
I don't know. I can't get it.
Oh, no.
Fly!
Commandeer another chariot. Turn into a hot rod. Yeah! That's what I wanted.
That was cool.
There's what I wanted.
Oh,
That's
is
dope.
awesome.
That was awesome. I was wanting a hot rod this whole time.
It's like an action figure.
He just
when
transformed.
you go to Target and you get like an Iron Man car.
They need many toys of this. That's all I wanted. Now I'm happy. That was my only negative, and now I'm good. I'm so good.
I love how they kept that kind of 80s sci-fi synth music.
Yeah, like Sakaar had in the movie.
I lived in my dad's shadow for a long time. I did stuff I'm not proud of. People died because of who I was and what I built.
I like how they have this attention to detail the characters. Great.
But I'm not my father. You're not your father. I made a choice for the better, and I became Iron Man.
You mean Mr. Metal Mojo?
Oh, I see that's sticking.
I feel like the characterization of our leads that we've known for 3 phases is better here than in phase 4.
Yeah.
In the live action. Because Thor didn't feel like Thor and like Doctor Strange didn't either. Oh, beautiful.
Right.
Like the like the writing here is so good to these characters. Oh.
Anyway, you get to decide who you want to be. Not your father, not your past. You decide. Who are you?
White safe.
My name is Gamora.
Why is Gamora? Wow, destroying titans.
That was cool.
Is that Dutch? Swedish, maybe?
This isn't over, Stark.
Gold and red hot rod. It's making me so happy. Oh, and she's gonna win, and then she'll be the queen of the planet, so Tony can leave.
Ah, yes, yes.
I was wondering why Valkyrie had to race, but it's so she can win. And that way she's a leader of New Valkyrie and New Asgard all over again. Oh no! I was
Your
wrong.
predictions
Immediately wrong.
suck.
Immediately wrong.
I'm willing.
Yeah, that's right. American innovations,
Get
baby.
180 miles per hour.
Excellent shot.
The toe ring.
Play dirty.
There it is. Yeah. Iron Man powered.
Awesome.
He had to hit the nos.
Yeah.
He did it too soon, Junior. That's a 10-second car.
Great.
It's got the Sakaar markings, but it's Iron Man.
I think there's like actually great technical achievements in this for animation for Marvel.
A tie. And as the rules state, the choice of winner comes down to me. I choose me.
Boo. Boo.
Hey, I like it. What is this? Ooh, that feels good. Ooh, viscous.
Oh, he smells like bad life choices.
It was smart to make Grandmaster the actual
Villain
of this.
Yeah. And they finally like killed a what if character.
Hey, she's still the one celebrated.
Hey, and she's gonna
Taking down the tyrant.
She's gonna be Asgard's new Asgard queen.
And she's doing the walk.
I think they just crowned you their king.
What do you say about being special counsel to the king?
Yep, okay, I'll do that.
So close to home, his odyssey almost at an end. Except,
Oh.
I can't return to my father without you, Stark.
it's not the punches thrown, but the people that change the outcome of the battle.
What?
You never fail to amaze me, little one. You are the one they call Iron Man.
What?
Someone finally got your name right.
Let's do this, G.
It's knowing someone has your back in a fight.
I'm melting.
All right. I don't know how I feel about the Thanos saga being null and void by a single attack, but
I mean, that's what What If does.
that's true.
You got to carry on the What If tradition.
You're not wrong.
You know what other tradition people should carry on?
What's that?
getting themselves some RR apparel. The Space Babies of the Galaxy, our Marvel-inspired shirt. Koi's got a whole bunch of shirts, and he's choosing to pull out that one that I'm already wearing and flashed on camera. And look, pull up that one. You know, here's just some photos on screen because we got like our, Pedro Pascal, Space Babies of the Galaxy. Koi, I'm trying to shout out. Whoa!
Oh, this is telepath. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, could you find a bucket and a mop?
Ugh.
Sponge me up. I need to be absorbed by something.
Ugh.
Ew.
Looks hand-drawn.
That was fantastic.
Gross. Looks like cheese.
Oh, I like that. Last one.
It's the House of the Dragon one.
My favorite of the Game of Thrones. Yeah, these were all handpicked by Greg for me for Christmas.
Yeah, buddy. We also got our Pedro Pascal one that everyone loves so much, and a whole bunch of other ones. And we sell some Marvel apparel as well. But yeah, guys, it's personally my favorite way you can go ahead and support the channel. You look good while doing it, and we're involved with all the designs as well. What'd you think of the episode?
It was all the fun of the Christmas one for me, but with a little bit more story. Like, it felt more like an important issue. Like, sometimes in comics, issues are fun and they serve the purpose of like entertaining, but it's not going to really be like referenced.
Oh, so when you say issue, you mean like comic book issue?
Yeah, not like mental issue. Yeah, like an issue of comics. I do find that like the fun ones sometimes don't feel like they further the plot, and that's okay. Like, it doesn't bother me. But this episode felt like an actual what if universe that there could be a sequel to. This felt like an issue that had some weight tying into other issues while also having the fun of the Christmas one. So I think this and the Christmas one are almost like tied for me because I didn't love the very, very ending. But Greg brought up an immediately good point in that it is like a what if, where that is a great way to give it stakes and tie things in together and make it have import. But I liked that the bookends served that purpose where it was like, how does this relate to Gamora? And then you're like, oh, I'm shocked they're bringing him. And then like it was a bit of a twist. It was a bit of a surprise. So I liked it.
I forget what the setup is of that Gamora in
the opening is oh, yeah, I forget.
Is she like, is her thing that she killed her dad? Is that like her setup with the character? Because they're not fighting Thanos in the Avengers.
It's been 3 years.
It's been a while, right?
It's been a long time since What If Season 1.
Yeah, I don't
Also,
remember.
do you remember when they announced What If Season 2? They said everything was going to relate to Phase 4, and they were like, everything from... remember they said Season 1 was all of Phase 1 through 3, and then they're like, Season 2 really focused on Phase 4. None of these have been about Phase 4 yet.
No, not at all.
I wonder if they like completely changed their plan after.
It's a good call. Because so far it's way better than Season 1.
I'm loving this so much.
Yeah, it's so much better than Season 1. I agree. I think on every level in terms of what I really wanted them to do was utilize animation. You know, like when I watched The Incredibles for the first time, I remembered thinking, at the time of when The Incredibles came out, what they were doing with demonstrating these superhero powers, their overall prowess, you could only do in animation at that time and make it feel believable because you are being in the medium of animation as opposed to watching live action and watching this juxtaposition of something that feels like a cartoon CGI thing. And here, they're actually utilizing that with their camera angles, with a lot of these great shots that might look a little bit wonky in live action, especially with the time they allot for their visual effects artists a lot of the time.
And pay.
And pay. So, yeah, I think that what they've been doing here, like with the car racing sequences that have this like Mad Max, Mario Kart, bit of like in the Star Wars, I don't even watch it, but the Star Wars like animated shows like Tales of the Jedi. It's not pod racing. There's some called riot racing, I think it was called.
Why would they just use pod race?
I mean, it's because it's a different kind of thing, but it's the same thing kind of thing, like a barbaric type of pod racing. And this is sort of the vibe that I have here, but like they have these like sweeping angles and precision on their editing that I absolutely adore. But that all can be still, I think that could all be null and void if you don't have an interesting story. And I think what they are doing really well, the only one that kind of let me down a tad bit has been episode 2. This one, I thought was so smart to have the whole thing with the heart of like missing Pepper at the very top. That way they're reminding the audience like, no, we haven't forgotten about the characterization of what point in time we are with this guy and what would Tony be feeling. I felt like I was actually watching Tony Stark carry on from that first Avengers movie.
We got Iron Man back, and it wasn't in a way that I felt like sacrificed the Iron Man sacrifice.
Yeah.
And that's so, I've talked about that ad nauseum. I'm tired of mentioning my issues with bringing back them
and multiverse
for Secret
things,
Wars.
Yeah, multiverse.
It's
thing
just
does
so
not
weightless.
solve it.
It doesn't. You don't bring back the actor because your brain's not going to go. That's not my Tony Stark. You're going to go. Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man, and this is managing because it's a different medium to feel like Iron Man and feel like the spirit of Downey Jr. brings us back to Avengers 1.
Yeah,
it's so good.
It's really well done, and the way they pay attention to their characters of how would Grandmaster interact with Tony Stark or vice versa? How would Tony Stark interact with Valkyrie? How would he respond to Korg? I really feel like I get the impression the writers actually love the characters they are portraying here.
You know what? At the least, they watched them.
At the very least, they watched them.
I feel like these people watched all of WandaVision.
I get the impression they actually like the characters because they feel accurately portrayed from the movies.
Which is the difference for me from What If Season 1 to What If Season 2.
Exactly.
What If Season 1 felt like they were making an MCU thing to make it, and Season 2 has felt like the comic books where it's like a writer that loves a character has a weird take they want to play with that won't be in continuity.
They felt like the very definition, not all the time, but some of the time, a good amount of the time, I would say, of when they were bringing over like a character, when they were bringing over like a storyline or continuity from a movie. I'm not talking like Strange Supreme, which is like a very different take. That's a very, very different take, you know. I'm talking about whenever they would cut to Tony Stark in Season 1, it often felt like a cameo or some type of caricature.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like a caricature.
Yeah.
and this felt like a character. And I found myself getting lost in it and just believing I'm watching Tony Stark again.
And I think the depth of animation heightening is allowing a little bit more immersive.
So much.
Because like we're like more in. Like this animation is stunning.
It's so much better.
And I don't know how people think it's the same because it's the same style, but it's night and day for me and more immersive.
It's the same thing you say about Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. It's the same style, but one's more defined and rich and more depth.
They've advanced it with that time.
And it makes a world of difference.
I'm in love with this season.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be, you know, if they keep going at like, you know, 1, 3, and 4 caliber, 2's not bad, but like 2 feels more like Season 1.
Yeah.
If they keep going at this level, this will be in my like second, third. Like I see the Marvel, the quality as like, you know, first tier is for me like Winter Soldier, Guardians 3, Spider-Man 3, but then tier 2 is the good stuff, like, you know, the Captain America First Avenger, the stuff that's like solid, but I don't find myself rewatching it as much. And then there's the stuff that I've been like, oh no, we're falling, like things have gone awry, like your Love and Thunder, like your in my case Doctor Strange. And to me, this is gonna land right in that sweet like second tier of like, this is really good. I'm so actually glad it exists. It emboldens these characters. I won't watch it as often, but I'm really glad it's here.
Yeah. I think the one in, I wonder which one. I might rank this above the Christmas one.
Yeah. You got really into the Downey of it.
I was surprised.
I fucking love Christmas.
That honestly surprised the hell out of me how great of a job I thought they did with getting Tony Stark. Who's ever voicing him has to go past an impression. Right. Because they can't just play a Downey. They have to play Tony, which is not Downey. Yeah. I liken it to when a character makes, like when Kevin Conroy had to do Batman, or when Yuri Lowenthal has to be Spider-Man. You know, they have to really make it their own. They might have their inspirations, and it might be. But it has to be their character. But it has to be their character, and then even though they're like, yeah, we have to have you be the Robert Downey Jr. version. Yeah, and this one he's even a harder spot because he's got to be playing the universe's blank as his own. He's not just showing up to do a few lines. Right. Which is like, you know, Josh Brolin showed up for one line. Cool, that was exciting. But like this is a full arc. But they had this guy show up, and I imagine it's the same actor, to do lines in the first season, and he has to be a full-on character who's carrying this episode with purpose and intention and motivation. You know what, you're right. I think that slightly puts me above. To inspire other characters. I'm going to put that slightly above Christmas now, too. So for me, it's 1, 4, 3, 2. And me too, yeah. I think the dynamics were great too between him and Valkyrie, and Grandmaster being like an actual villain, as opposed to just like a funny Jeff Goldblum guy. Also, I got to see the character of Grandmaster versus you're just watching Jeff Goldblum. A lot of time. Like it's, you love him, but you're also like, it's Jeff You're just Goldblum. Happy Jeff Goldblum's here. Yeah, but also the Valkyrie element you brought up during the episode, I really enjoy that we got some Demon in the Bottle as an external reference, and this is when he's still drinking, so he had those drinks, but I love that they're acknowledging how similar those characters are. Yeah. The parallel. So yeah, this is my second favorite episode. I agree with you now. I think the part, and even him connecting with Do you hear that, Coy? Do you hear when you're doing that? You hear how fucking annoying
The people love it.
You're just so comfortable. You're gonna scratch away at your microphone.
How you guys doing? It's Christmas.
You can hear it, can't you? Can't you hear it, Coy?
How's your Christmas?
We have the same microphone. We have the same headphones, Coy.
Just hanging out,
You can hear it, can't you?
This is what happens when we're this deep
It's
into
like when someone has a
recording day.
lav mic and they're just scratching away at it.
Just hanging out. This is what inevitably happens.
I'm trying to talk.
Is that us frozen? Is
That's
that
us
okay?
frozen. That's how long we've been screen recording.
Oh,
of the
boy.
filming. And with Gamora, they even acknowledged the character. Even as I was watching it, I was like, you just keep bringing up her father. That's her only character. And then the show, the episode, I was like, oh, that's the point.
Yeah.
That's all
Who are
she talks
you?
about. Who are you? And how Tony Stark has affected her identity. Excellent.
Yeah, this is all the stuff we've been having problems with the movies not doing. And I hate to keep taking jabs at some of the movies, but it is why we can't just go, oh, it's fine, it's a blockbuster. Oh, it's fine, it's a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
People that don't even realize why they aren't enjoying it as much.
Yeah.
This is what we're missing. It's these relationships. It's knowing the characters. It's how they relate to each other. It's the metaphors for your own life while watching it. A lot of that is missing, and it's been replaced with some of the stuff that's more heavy-handed that isn't landing. So this is delightful.
And a lot of the time, I find myself kind of sinking into my chair because I'm like, damn it, they're going to be doing what I don't like about What If Season 1. And then they don't.
And then they turn left.
They don't. Yeah. Then I'm like, oh, they acknowledge that. So I feel like they actually, beyond just improving their animation, it really seems like they learned their lesson on what went wrong with a lot of the storytelling to not make it impactful. And I hope the word of mouth on this movie spreads and people on the show spreads and people are like, oh, you know what? This season's actually worth people's time. Because
And I do think the day and date release is good. Now that I'm seeing them, like this is exciting to watch every day.
Yeah, I know. Or all at once.
Or, when
just because you have to edit.
Because you got to edit them and have them release day and day. That too. Just us in a cage for 5 hours.
Alrighty, guys. What episode did we watch 4?
I think it was 4.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. Subscribe, leave a like.
Merry Christmas.
What did you think about this episode? See us for 5.